GM hate thread. We've all been there. We all had that one idiot who power trips. DM player characters or goes brain dead. I have accumulated a fair amount of stories over my years. Let's gather round and vent out. Leave my second RPG group, who had drama over Pathfinder OC donut steal fuckery.
What?
Join a new group to play 5th edition for the first time. Sadly, the GM of the Pathfinder game joined this group too later on. New DM kills half of the party without mercy for attempting to steal a healing potion from the starting village. Then kills the rest as we go into a haunted shitty house with OP ghosts. Make a new character, a cleric, because fuck you, I know what the setting is about. That's how you deal with the setting. Ghosts, cleric.
There we go, I got this. You want to...
The power of Christ
compels you. No, what was that one? Brain dead?
Yeah.
I kick ass for the Lord. Yeah, I need to make a monk cleric hybrid.
Manage to keep the party alive and progress into the module. GM fucking hates me for being a good cleric. Use healing word to keep people alive. Buff and AoE crowd control. He has weird zombies and weird twig people walking around me whenever I use Spirit Guardian. I don't care. I move my cleric into positions that end up hurting my enemies anyway. DM tells us he wants to end the game, so he asks us to drop what we're doing and go kill Strahd.
Okay.
We finally go fight Strahd. He has fucking resurrected and transformed our early characters into vampire spawn, and leveled them up to 12.
I've no idea what this guy was going for.
I know.
It seems to be all over the show. It's like, right, haunted house. Yo, by the way, Strahd's here. You guys know Strahd? Yeah, come on, get Strahd
Let's
in.
fucking get him.
Oh yeah, to be fair, that is kind of cool. Bringing back the previous
characters as like zombies and shit.
I don't leveling them up. No, but I do appreciate that touch.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. You know.
We were a party of a rogue, ranger, shitty Pathfinder DM, and cleric still at level 8. We fighting atop one of his castle towers. The left tower close to the gate, if I'm not mistaken. I use Spirit Guardians because half the party in single digits of HP. Hold my own against a horde of zombies rushing from the bridge, connecting the towers. DM describes the vampire spawns moving around me, using the towers to not be affected by my Spirit Guardian, like around the bridge or under me. Say it's bullshit, and an aura should affect everything in a spherical manner. Retarded GM from Pathfinder days likes to antagonize me. Starts spewing bullshit how that's not how it works. DM says Spirit Guardian can only affect 2D plane of existence. Complain that make no sense. DM gives flight to all vampire spawns. What the fuck? DM allows them to cast Fireball. That's okay.
God.
Knocking out the ranger and the rogue. Abuse healing word to bring back the ranger. Ranger shoves a healing potion to bring the rogue back. DM says he has run out of time and ends the game there. He says he has no time to play D&D anymore.
Good. That's actually a good thing. Let's be serious, guys.
Later on, go to discover he has started another Curse of Strahd, replacing all of us with Steve Universe fans. Later still, I discover he dropped us because the party kept making JoJo jokes about my Spirit Guardians. To this day, those two retards keep saying spells and auras only work in a single Z level / a spell only affects up and down if it says so. Thanks you fucking gem-loving faggot for ruining one of my friends and further making the other one worse.
I don't know, like, be honest with you, it's one of those ones. I think you're lucky you got out of that.
I think you're lucky you got out of that because they seem, like, cunts, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, like, it's not working.
Leave!
Yeah. Or just talk to them.
No, just leave.
Yeah, just leave. Who am I kidding?
Yeah,
who am I kidding?
I still remember my first role-playing game. It was over Skype. Fuck. I had met a bunch of nerds to play Dark Heresy with, and while it was fun at the start, it became awful and fucking rage-inducing. The GM discovered TG during the Mr. Cleexis era, and fell in love with the meme character. Fucklaw, Cultist Chan, Bunny, or Bonnie. I don't remember the last one's name.
Honestly, Cultist Chan was a mistake, guys. Let's be serious. I've got
most
too
of,
many.
Most of the things on the internet's a fucking mistake. Back then, whenever everybody was using Skype.
Honestly, there was a lot of Cultist Chan fan fiction, and it wasn't the good type of fan fiction.
Oh, no.
It wasn't like the Old Garden Party.
Oh, whoa.
Well, Old Garden Party, I think, is a perfect example of excellent fan fiction.
Yeah.
Cultist Chan is Kimmer Smut at the best point in time, you know.
He replaced the big bad evil guy we were investigating with fucking Cultist Chan. After weeks of investigation, we arrived where we thought to be the cult HQ of some influential imperial noble, and he just fucking replaced him with cultist Shan Fight. We did not even get the killer, because she had all of the blessings of each Chaos God and fate points on top of it. Later on, the same GM would go out of his way to try and kill all of the NPCs or allies I made or rescued. Time after time I found a girl in the sewers that seemed to be followed by oblivion every second. She was shot down and wounded by a corrupted sister of battle we were fighting. I saved her. One of the automated medical robots we had went on to slice her neck open. I saved her. She tried to blow herself up by holding a det pack in front of a Baneblade. I saved her. It sounds like you should have just fucking left her.
Honestly, like, the thing is, like, okay, with Dark Heresy, it's 40k, it is supposed to be over the top edge, you know what I mean? It's hyper grim dark. If your DM's kind of kill you in that, I don't think it's as bad.
Yeah.
Because it kind of makes sense, you know? Who lives more than 5 minutes in 40k? No one. Everyone dies within 5 minutes of showing up.
She started manifesting psyker powers. I saved her by knocking her unconscious and freezing her until I knew what the fuck to do with a wild psyker. Then fucking Crypt Man showed up in our world, arrested all of us, and staged up the worst trial I ever participated in RPG. It was awful. I had to see every single fucking NPC or friend I made to be executed on the spot, thrown out of an airlock, or fed to a fucking Evisaur assassin. All because he hated the Inquisitor we were working for. All described in detail while I could do nothing but watch and wait my turn. In an attempt to save the girl, my autist death corpse of Krieg friend told the story of how she was a saint and saved by the Emperor several times.
No, you don't get saved when you're in Death Corpse. You die. You die for the glory of the Emperor, and you should be happy about it.
The DM went on to tell how they took her back to Earth, and she was gonna get raped by a keeper of secrets the Inquisition had to test out saints.
What?
Then he told me how her eyes would melt in 150 years from now on as they forced her to link up with Big E. All the while, the British faggot on our team got favoured by the DM and allowed to play both a Psyker and a fucking Grey Knight, who rescued us after all the NPCs were dead and shot up Cryptman. I never played Dark Heresy again after that.
I've really no idea what to make of that. There's I'm not a big fan of the heresy meme when it comes to 40k, or frankly any meme when it comes to 40k, the mostly trash.
Yeah.
But that's heresy.
Yeah.
That's genuine heresy. No, stop it, please.
Every week we're going to be doing a giveaway of the new pinup model of the month, or if models isn't your thing, all of our homebrew content. If you want to be in with a chance to win the giveaway, all you need to do is subscribe. That's it. Hit the subscribe button. That's it.
Do it now.
But last week's winner was this guy. Well done! Yay! Round of applause.
Yeah.
Everybody stands up and claps. But enough of that. Let's get back to the video. The GM, he runs his game just long enough to get everyone invested in their characters, and then decides it's too much work, and abandons the campaign and refuses to even discuss the possibility of reviving it. The GM, he runs his game for 2 sessions, but then drops the whole thing, while we say we like the setting, but not the system. So would he be willing to try running it in a different system? The DM, he makes sure that the players can never upstage his favourite fantasy race, the dwarves.
Yeah. Yeah, I've met that DM.
By making sure to frequently remind them how awesome dwarves are and how they're better than everyone else at everything.
But like that's just fact though. Everyone should know that. Who do you know that says, I can't stand dwarves? Everyone agrees. Dwarves are pretty cool.
Dwarves are pretty basic. I love them.
You know what, as well? I really like elves, but it depends on the setting. I love Tolkien elves. I love Warhammer elves, Warhammer Fantasy, 40k. Elves in D&D are kind of trash, though.
Yeah, they are.
They're really trash.
The GM, who decided to start a campaign and then invite a known troublemaker who can't even open his mouth without spouting pole meat. Like, not even occasionally. But it's at least a third of his vocabulary. The GM,
I know that person very well.
The GM, who abandoned his game after 4 sessions and has been talking about running another one for years but never produces the goods. The GM, who can't stop himself from subtly encouraging players scheming and infighting, but also gets pissed off when said infighting inevitably results in the party breaking apart and the campaign ending prematurely. The last one is me. I hate myself for it.
Like, at least you're honest about it, you know. I feel like a lot of these, like, the first few were mostly just DMs that were like, okay, yeah, no, I'm going to do that. I can see myself end up doing that because I've been thinking about, I'd love to start a game, I'd love to do this. but I don't have the time.
No.
I don't have the dedication either. And to keep up to speed with it and make sure it's like, right, we're going to be there at this time.
Yeah.
And oh God, what am I going to do? Oh shit, I'm fucked.
I have a hard enough time organising myself, never mind 6 other players or so.
Yeah, so I get it, you know?
Yeah. 5th edition game.
That's your problem.
Straight off the bat. That's it.
That's what's your problem.
Party is fighter, cleric, me, bard, and barbarian. Game starts with us spawning in front of the king, who asks for our level 1 asses, with investigating a huge occult conspiracy that has already gotten some of his veteran spies killed. Get a lead regarding suspicious activity in an old noble family crypt. Go down into the crypt, fight off a few cultists. Halfway through the dungeon, the barbarian decides to leave and get lunch because, of course, that's what his character would do.
Honestly, though, adventure groups do need lunch breaks.
Yeah, especially big, beefy barbarian
Yeah, you know,
boys.
look, I used to work with a chef, and he was really big into his weightlifting and all. And I'm not even joking yet. He'd be eating 10,000 calories a day, like every 2 hours, constantly eating. You need to keep your gains up, guys. You ever been to the gym?
Reach large room. A cold breeze blows through the room, extinguishing our torches. Before I can react, a black figure materializes out of the darkness behind my character and grabs me in a chokehold. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh no!
It's a cult assassin. DM asks for a constitution check. I feel it. I drop unconscious. Bard gets this idea to cast light on a coin and drop it on the ground, as if it's a makeshift flare so that we can at least see the fuckers approaching. No, says the DM. You're counterspelled. Another assassin just pops out of the darkness behind the bard and chokes him out. The fighter actually manages to pass the constitution check, but the DM rules that he is still in the stranglehold and he has to use his next turn to attempt a strength check to break out. That's bullshit.
This sounds like a cutscene to me.
Fighter eventually fails his checks and gets knocked out like the rest of us. Wakes up tied up, can hear the assassins arguing in the other room. One of them wants to kill us. Bard manages to wiggle out of his binds and unties us. Of course it can wiggle out of binds. We get the drop on the assassin who came to kill us. Before we could do anything, a bolt flies into the assassin's head from the other room and he drops down dead.
Oh, God.
It's original the level 20 NPC who proceeds to make fun of us because kids shouldn't be out playing in dangerous places. Hehe. We never had a second session.
Sounds about right. I think
Sounds like that DM just wanted to play.
No, I think he had a very specific idea of like, this is exactly what you guys are going to do, and this is a cutscene in his eyes. Mm-hmm. I believe cutscenes just don't exist in role-playing games at all. Well, they do.
Shouldn't.
Yeah, they shouldn't. But I think a lot of people do get that idea from. I don't know.
Fade to black. It was all a dream. I have a few stories, and I'm sure there are a few stories out there about me, because we're all the villain in someone else's story. That's so true.
I identify with that.
Yeah.
I identify with that.
I'll do one about me, and you let you guys decide if I was in the wrong. Be me, forever DM. Early days of running D20 Modern, at least for me. Have a few online friends that have gamed with me before. They want to try D20 Modern for a change. Ask a Valrun. Of course my dumbass agrees. I'm the forever DM for a reason. As I start going over the book, thank the gods for the SRD. Others are getting their characters ready. Come up with a few ground rules. No Mary Sues. No edgelord characters. If you try to melee everything, you will die. No, whatsoever, military weapons, equipment or background.
I mean, look, you can say, like, no Mary Sues, no edgelords, but...
It's going to happen anyway.
It's going to happen. And a lot of the time, people just don't understand. Mm-hmm. They don't realise that they're doing it. I feel like it's all self-awareness.
Yeah.
Loki, please.
Oh my god, this cat. Starting level 2. Since it was just a short test run, they get a feel for it. And with 4 players, we go for it. Party pretty much covers all the hero classes. Smart, who does hacking. Fast, don't remember what branch they took. Strong hero and the tough hero, who will be my problem. Session 0. Since they're all level 2, it was agreed that we all knew each other from a job. I get down where they are all staying and what they do for daily jobs if they have one. Tough Hero says he's going to go enlist into the Marines. Ugh, he literally just said no.
Please no.
I let him know that doing that would take him out of play.
Loki, do you agree?
Yeah.
Is that what you think? Is that bullshit?
No joke. His next words, well, how else am I supposed to get an M4? Oh, for fuck's sake. Remind him that military equipment and weapons at start go against the agreed upon rules. He argues that he didn't start with it. He's going to go earn it. Fair enough, but still remind him that I will take him out of play. In a huff, he says he'll come up with something later. Rest of the night goes pretty well. Over the week on Discord, I ask him if he came up with a job for his character. His cat.
Loki, I know you think it's bullshit, but please stop talking.
Please be quiet.
Right, let's just keep going, guys. Sorry about this.
You'll hear him in the background. We have no door handles on at the minute, so we can't close our door.
It's a complicated story. We'll tell you later.
He says he's getting a job at a gun shop for his character. I ask him what his character does there. He says just seals. Think I had dodged a bullet in that one. I was wrong.
Wait, why else would he take the job?
Exactly.
Why else was he going for it?
Exactly. Session 1 played on Tabletop Simulator. Had a cold at the time and didn't want to get others sick. Local store owner is to be extorted by local gang for protection. Group takes it upon themselves to get the gang to back off to up their reputation. Group meets up and waits for the gangbangers to show up. Party walks out to the bangers as they pull up and exit their car. Tough Hero still hanging out by his car. Strong Hero tries to intimidate by cracking his knuckles, telling the bangers to back off or they'll be sorry. Strong Hero feels the role. Bangers laugh and one of them pull a little 25 ACP, automatic Colt pistol for you non-K commandos. Pistol, okay, and asks, "What now?" Tough Hero loudly exclaims through Discord that he pops his trunk open, pulls out an AR and sprays the bangers full auto.
I mean, like, it sounds like what I would do.
Game stops as I have the Tough Hero explain to me how he has an AR and how it's full auto. TLDR. He says he stole an 80% receiver from the gun shop he works at, since it's not actually a gun, ordered the other parts online, and finished it at his house. Mind you, he never once rolled for any of this.
You know, the thing is this guy RL being watched by federal agents? Because I don't know much about American gun law, but I do know that the receiver is considered like the main part of the gun.
Part of the weapon,
like that's it's different over here. Over here it's very different, but I do know for Americans in most places a receiver is like the big bit that all the laws are based around.
Yeah. Before I shut him down on all of this, I ask how he made it full auto. Big fucking mistake. This dipshit drops the plan on how to make a clothes hanger lightning link in Discord with the text, all in caps, "That's how." Thank the gods that I'm a mod on my other friend's Discord that we use and delete the plans. I'll give it to him. It wasn't a bad plan. And if he had told me and rolled for it, I would have given it to him. I like my players thinking outside the box. Here's where he fucked up though. He didn't have the feat for full auto, making it harder to hit his target. He ended up spraying a teammate and someone that was just driving by, botch roll, before his gun ran dry and he ran in the mass panic that follows someone mag dumping full auto in the street and left his car there. The session ends there.
I mean, all I'm gonna say is if you browse K and you're not on a federal watch list, what's the fucking point, guys? I mean,
yeah,
I'm gonna assume the guy actually did post an instruction manual on how to make an AR full auto, though.
Yeah.
I think that's what they were talking about.
Yeah.
Don't do this, guys.
No,
you will get picked up by the federal government. Don't.
Run stuff for downtime on Discord. News of the shootout is all over the news. Little does Tough Hero know that the store's security cameras caught him pulling up and when he pulled the AR. Police run his tag, get his address. His door gets kicked in at 2 a.m. by local SWAT on a no-knock warrant and arrested. Tough Hero calls bullshit and wants to know how they found him. Tell him that he was caught on camera pulling out the AR and left his car at the crime scene. Says I'm a fucking retard and this would have never happened if I let him have an M4. Am I in the wrong here for wanting to have a low level of firepower in a game that we were all just learning how to play on? Or is it the Tough Hero foregoing straight for a way to get around the agreed upon rules?
I mean, yeah, you do need to work your way up to get the good gear.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can understand why he really wants it.
Yeah, I can understand. But I can also, I'm also on the DM side here. Like,
yeah, I would be on the DM side.
People were learning how to play online.
Like, power level is difficult, please try and keep it simple for the DM starting off.
Yeah.
You can get your Holy Avenger, you can get your M4, you can get whatever later down the line.
Later down the line, but not now.
Yeah, just...
So I'm
just
the
don't.
DM on this one.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
All I'm going to say is, please do not get yourself on a watch list.
No.
Because that's how you... Like, this guy... The way this guy's going about it, IRL, he's going to be on the watch list.
Hello, Mr. FBI man. Be me. Playing Dark Heresy second. Be not me. DM who is getting agitated. 2 of the party, one of whom is a tech priest, other are technophiles, and love to get cybernetics whenever possible. Hate that word, technophiles?
Oh, you know, I remember, right, I was telling Megan about this one not that long ago. I remember this was years ago. It must have been like 2002, 3, 4, when about that time, frame anyway. And I remember I was sitting watching TV, and it was about people that are like addicted to foods and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there was this woman who is addicted to chocolate, and she says, yeah, a lot of people call me like a chocoholic, but I don't really like that because I feel like...
It associates with alcohol.
Because it associates with alcoholics, and you know, alcoholics are quite dirty, so I prefer the term chocophile.
Yeah, because that's fucking better.
Chocophile.
Okay.
You know, the thing is, no one ever believes me when I'm going to tell this story, but I did see it, and it was on TV, and this was like 4 o'clock in the evening. This wasn't like a late night thing. I'm telling you guys, I did see this.
Mate, that is so funny. Topic of the bionic heart, which 2 of them have, comes up. DM is pissy because the bionic heart has a low requisition rating, so it's easily obtainable. Adds 1 point of toughness to the chest, and improves sprint, all with no major downside. Decide all of a sudden that the EMP field is too generous, and that it should automatically shut down your bionic heart and kill you in seconds if you're caught in it. My face man. Argue profusely on why that's stupid and punishing for no reason but spite.
I don't know. Well,
I get it.
Do EMPs destroy peacemakers? I don't know.
Well, I would say it would affect.
Yeah, so if it does that, then I don't know, guys. If you know, let us know down below. I don't even think EMPs are in 40k. If I be honest with you, I can't think of the technology ever being used.
He decides, fine, he won't do the EMP thing. He'll just find a way to add some negative to it. LMAO, what are you going to do? Rework every cybernetic to have some negative if it doesn't have one? Yeah. Me, Technobro, and all the other quit. Couple months later, the DM ran an only war that went marginally better, but I just do not understand why you would get upset that your players can get something that is straight upgrade.
Yeah.
I don't get that either. It sounds like the DM's just being pissy for the sake of it.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe because you're advancing too fast.
I feel like maybe if you use cybernetics as like feats, maybe, and have it so, okay, you can't just spend all your time improving yourself.
Yeah.
Without any downside. Like, maybe make it limited or make them hyper expensive, or...
Yeah.
I don't know, there's bound to be some way to work around that. So, I think that's where we're going to end it. I don't think these DMs were that bad.
No.
I don't think so.
I've read worse.
Yeah, I've definitely come across a lot worse, to be honest with you. Your ones from the other day were far worse. Although, these guys definitely are on a watch list.
Yeah.
And not the good type of watch lists.
Is there a good type of watch list? YouTube watch list.
Yeah. There you go. YouTube watch list. Yeah, add it on there. There you go. Yeah, that's a good watch list to be on. You gotta add us to all your watch list CD, guys. There you go.
But let us know down below if you've ever had any experiences like this. And while you're down there, check out the links to the models, to the t-shirts, the subclasses, all that good shit.
Yeah.
Hit subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time we post. Also,
let us know down below if you yourself have been visited by federal agents. That would make for a great story time.
I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Ted Kaczynski shows up in the comments.